Marby Scott.
Just have a little drink. Hey Homo sapiens and Marbites, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Rogue Marby Scott, and welcome back any new watchers or new subscribers. This is probably the first for me on the... No, it is a first for me on the channel. Yeah, let's just cut it real. Anyway, so today's video, I am going to be going on a shopping trip. You know, just buying some makeup stuff, and it has been a requested video because why am I saying because again? Oh my god. Anyway, so this is a requested video, and I have seen some people, some of you guys, you know, mention in specific videos, not specific, some videos, when I read the comments, that you do want to see me go on a makeup haul or do a shopping trip or whatnot, and I never really do that on the channel. I've never done it on the channel, apart from that one vlog challenge, the burger challenge. Anyway, so I decided, yeah, I was going to, you know, take up that, you know, suggestion and do a vlog of me going shopping. Now, I don't tend to go shopping on my own, and I hate going shopping. Just I don't know, I want to say it's my autism where I don't go shopping because I'd rather just shop online, but it probably is more my autism because, like, the sounds, the smells, the people, the rushing, everything, it's just, this is why I don't actually go shopping by myself. And when I also am with someone, it's in, out. If I'm by myself, it's in, out. It's like, I know what I'm going for, end of story. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to look at this, I want to look at that. No, I know what I'm getting, and that is that, okay? So, shopping trip. Was it a good shopping trip? Yes, it was a good shopping trip, just because I got what I wanted, and I got a few bits more that I didn't need, maybe, but I still got them. Oh my gosh, I got bags underneath my eyes. I had way too much sleep. I only normally sleep 4 hours, and I had like 8 hours, so yeah. I look tired, but I'm well rested. Anyway, so I had breakfast at my local pub, which is close by to me and is very cheap. And what did I have for breakfast? Well, I had a beer, of course. I didn't actually eat. So guys, I am just at the Wetherspoons, and I'm going to have some breakfast before I go shopping, and yeah, we'll see if I can get everything on my list. I know I've got to go to a few places like Superdrug, Mac, Morphe, Boots, NYX, and I don't know, I need to get some lashes as well, so I'll probably do that too. And then I went to go shopping. So my first thought was Morphe, and just got to Stratford, so now I'm on my way to the shops. I don't like this. Oh look, Primark. I'm not going there though first. I'm gonna go to... Morphe's right there. I'm just going into the Morphe store now, and I hope they've got what I need. I've never been to the Morphe store, although I've passed it a couple of times whenever I've gone to Westfield, because I don't actually go out shopping.
I actually came here just to get the James Charles palette.
For someone who is autistic and doesn't like shopping, or someone that doesn't like going shopping in general, I'm going to say this was a really great, amazing experience, because I got to see things in the flesh rather than look online or hear suggestions or reviews on a product or products, and see them for myself and not be disappointed if I'm gonna buy them. So I will just say, come out of your comfort zone and go out shopping more, which I will probably do. But anyway, going to the Morphe store, it was just like, oh yeah, I like the layout and everything. And what I noticed in the Morphe store when I first, well, as you walk in, is James Charles was there straight away, and it was just like, oh, who is this guy with makeup on? What, you know, blah. The store in general, it was laid out really nicely. It was laid out where it had influencers who are in the industry of makeup. What is that behind me? Why are there spots up there? Oh, it's the light from the blinds, don't worry. It had influences in the forefront, and James Charles was the first thing that you saw as soon as you got into the door. However, most people would tend to not even look at the first thing that they see. They will turn left and right because they know the first thing that they're going to see is kind of like a promotion. Anyway, turned left and Jeffree Star was right there.
And I'm thinking I might get some Jeffree Star brushes as well, but I'm not too sure. Let's just see, because I don't have lots of money on me today, although I'm planning on doing a spree, so.
Now, I do say that Jeffree Star, I might buy the brushes and the palette. However, Jeffree Star's collaboration with Morphe was one of the things on my list. However, because of the money that I had intended to spend for the day, I felt like if I had used my money to buy Jeffree Star stuff, I wouldn't have been broke. I just would have just not been able to get anything else on my list. So that being said, I've never had anything from Morphe, which I should have just gone for the Jeffree Star first, because I've always wanted to have a Jeffree Star not a palette, just anything from Jeffree Star. His stuff is crazy from what I know in the industry, and I don't know why I went with the James Charles palette, but I'm glad I did. Anyway, also what I want to say about the Morphe store, and what I want to say about a lot of movie store what I want to say about the Morphe store, and a lot about makeup stores in general, or stores that do makeup and have testers, is please sort your testers out. Because I was looking at Jeffree Star's palette that he's got with Morphe, and I'm like, that's touching pan. Like, you can change it now. Like, I clearly know if you're touching pan, it's been used over and over and over again. And being in a store, can you imagine how many thousands of people go to that store in one day alone? I don't use a palette thousands of times for me to hit pan, you know? So yeah, just sort that out, stores in general. Yeah, oh, do you know what, I'm even going to throw, this is not me throwing shade or anything, but not the Jeffree Star, the James Charles palette was barely touched. I don't know if that's because people have used it already because it was launched last year, or people just weren't interested. I don't know. Show you. So this is my bag. So this is the mini that I got, and we'll take it out. And this is what I like about this palette from Morphe, or just in general from the packaging, is that it comes in a bubble wrap. Nothing's going to hopefully break, and I've not opened this before. although I've seen it online. Woo! So we have the exact composition of the James Charles first collaboration palette, but it has a mirror. Why did I get the one that is cheaper, £10 cheaper? Because I never got the first one, because I was never really interested, because I saw the size, I saw the price tag, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather something be smaller and usable and something I can throw in my bag, or something I can put in my pocket. I can't put this in my pocket, but still, I do want to swatch these, but I'm not going to swatch these today. So yeah, we'll save that for a later day. I'm just looking. 10% off is the name of one of the shades. I just had to read some of the shades. Punch me. A lot of people do want to punch you. Guac. I don't know why you named the shade guac. Do you like guacamole? Daddy. Shade names are cute, and I feel like some of these shade names are very specific to the channel. Anyway, I suppose that's the whole point, you know, being an influencer. Then anyway, so that wasn't the only thing that I got from the store. I also got a continuous setting spray mist as well. Not used it. Seen Jackie Aina use it. I think this is the one that she used. And she coughed and she could not breathe, and maybe she even got asthma from spraying it on her. However, I have asthma already, so maybe this won't affect me that much. But the price tag on both of those was £41. So the James Charles mini palette was £26, and the setting mist was £15. And that's that. Next store. So the next store I went to was NYX. And oh, let's rewind a little bit. The staff in Morphe were really nice. Like, actually, now that I remember, there were no women staff. There were no female staff. They were all male with, oh gosh, what is in my ear? They were all women, and they were all men with amazing eye makeup. Now, the eye makeup that I was seeing on them, I know from experience, took some time. That was not a 10-minute job. It took some time. I got there on literally opening time. So you clearly had been working on your face, because your face was beat, but your eyes were beaten. You clearly had worked a whole 2 hours before you started work. The first thing I'm going to say about NYX is there is no stock. Westfield NYX, where is the stock? Could not see any stock. So I went to go in for a specific setting spray. I went in to get a specific eyeliner, and I went in to go and get a specific I can't remember, but they didn't have it. I was a bit cheesed off. Like, you can literally hear me moaning in the video. Like, like literally they don't have it. And it's a problem that I've had with NYX Westfield Stratford, is that whenever I go there, they either do have everything in abundance or they have nothing. And sometimes I feel like NYX is like a charity shop. So you go there and there is nothing because nobody is giving away anything because it's Christmas and everybody is using all of what they have. Then March comes and everyone has used what they got from Christmas and there's just like, I don't want to wear this anymore, I don't want to use this anymore, I don't want to watch this anymore, let me give it to the charity shop. NYX is its own brand, it's not a collaboration or whatever. So like, I would feel like if it was a collaboration with Jeffree Star and NYX, that if the stock was low, I'm using Jeffree Star a lot in this video. Yeah, that's because I've just done a video using Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star collab. Anyway, I just feel like if it was a collaboration of an influencer or anyone, if the stock was low, I would kind of understand. But if it's your brand, the stock should always be up. There should not ever be like a, we don't have that in stock right now. And regardless if I went on a Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm not going to name all the days of the week, your stock should be up, because this is the stock that I was looking for were kind of like staples. Anyway, so what I got from NYX was, I'm not going to read from the receipt, let me just read from the boxes. The white liquid eyeliner, which was ready, it wasn't hard to find, I just wasn't looking properly because I was expecting it to be in with the Vivids, but it wasn't. It was a standalone by itself, which I didn't understand. It should have just been with the Vivids. Then I got the Super Fat Eye Marker, which I love. And I also got the Tinted Brown Mascara. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. I've never used it before, but I'm not too sure how I feel about this. I used it when I got it on the day that I got it, and I was putting on my brows, and my brows looked neater, but they didn't look more darker or fuller. So maybe this is a dud, I'm not too sure. Price tag on those three products that I got from NYX is the grand total £16. And the reason why it was £16 is because it was buy one get one, no, buy three, or buy three and one of them is the cheapest one is discounted. So with the Super Fat Eye, that's £9. With the Tinted Brown Mascara, that was £6.50. And for the liquid white eyeliner, that was £7. So in total, that would have been £22.50. However, you're going to deduct the brown mascara, which is £6.50. That equals out to £16. The staff in there are really nice. And the staff member that was helping me, because she clearly could see that I was getting really pissed off that I couldn't find anything, because I wanted to go in for a setting spray, and she was like, oh yeah, sorry, we're out of stock. And then she was like, oh, but there's this bigger setting spray, and it's a primer also, so you can put it on before you do your makeup. Put your makeup on, set your spray. And I was just like, yeah, I know all of this already. I wasn't like that. But in my head I was. But she was explaining things to me and I was just like, okay, yes. And then I was like, do you have it? And she was like, no, we're out of stock. Yeah, so then why are you showing me? For one, if I was in customer services or a sales representative, I just wouldn't really bother showing someone something that I know is out of stock, because what is the point? You can test it, but if you test it and you like it and you can't buy it, you're just gonna get pissed off. You're just gonna be like, oh, fuck. onto Superdrug. So, got to Superdrug, and the first thing that I know I wanted when I went to Superdrug was the Alexis Stone palette, and that was pretty hidden. So going into the store, this is in Westfield, by the way, still in Westfield. Go into the store, there's no actual promotion or representation of it. Considering it's from a big makeup brand here in the UK, it was pretty hidden. It was in a tiny little section behind the when you walk in, the security bars or whatever they're called, I don't know, but it was literally behind one of those. So you walk in, and if you've stolen something, it's gonna go do 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 do. That's where the makeup was. Why is the store continuing over there anyway? Like, literally I could just throw my hand in and just run, But anyway, I went in and I bought this palette, the Alexis Stone palette, and I also bought some other stuff. But as soon as I picked up that palette and I was going to look at some other palettes from Revolution Beauty, I was actually going to buy another shimmery or glitter palette because I already have one, but I want them all, but sometimes having everything is not always the case.
Huh?
You buying this?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this one as well. And I might get another glitter palette as well because I've only got the one in red.
Why?
What, bitch? I got told to stop recording. Well, I didn't. DDW did. Disney Doctor Who got told to stop recording me, Moa. So he questioned why and where the policy was, because the staff member was like, it's in our policies, and he was like, can I see the policies please? Can you show me a link online or just get me the policies? And she went on to say she didn't know where the policies were and her manager may have them. And I was listening whilst I was shopping, and I was just thinking to myself, hold on, you're a staff member, you should know about all the policies, and if you don't, your competence should be, you should be reprimanded for your competence, basically. Because if you can't tell a member of the public something and need to refer to someone else, then maybe you shouldn't be working there. I'm not too clear about if I can record in a store or not, and maybe that's something I should have been aware of, but Morphe and Nyx had no problems with me recording in there, so I'm not too sure why Superdrug would. Beats. As usual, Superdrug, the customer services, other than that one woman, is great. And yeah, I also did get from Superdrug this Carmen makeup fixing spray, and I also got some banana deep setting powder. I only bought this just because I could, and it was just there in my face when I was queuing up to pay for my stuff. And I bought the setting spray because I ran out of setting spray that I needed, or well, I just ran out of setting spray. Like, how do you run out of setting spray? I feel like setting spray is like water. You should always have setting spray. Yeah, you can run out with foundation, but you should always have setting spray. But I ran out. However, I just bought some from Morphe, so I didn't just run out. I just chose to buy two. The grand total of those three products was £32.05. Let's take the 5p off because that's a bag. So the banana powder was £5, the fixing spray was £7, and that was 20. Why am I looking on a receipt like this for? Anyway, I'm gonna go on to what happened after this with Superdrug. So, I got this palette. As you can see, it's been opened and everything. Because I had to open this in store. But the backstory is, got home and I was livid. I was so livid when I got home because one of the greens were broken in the palette, and I don't like shopping and I don't like going anywhere on public transport because I get Uber everywhere just because that's my comfort zone. And I was just like, I can't afford to get an Uber tomorrow, blah blah blah. I've got all of this stuff to do to spend the money. Why don't I have enough money to get an Uber? Don't know. But I was just like, yeah, I really don't want to have to go to Stratford again because this is just too far. So I decided to, oh gosh, picking my nose. So I decided to take the broken palette with me to a gallery that I am showcasing in because I model as well, and knowing that there is also a Superdrug down the road from there, and I wasn't too sure how big the Superdrug was, and I didn't know if they were going to have the palette that I had, but you know, taking chances, I like taking chances. I took the palette with me. After the gallery, I went to the Superdrug, saw that they had it. They only had one palette left. Alexis Stone, you go girl, because if you're selling out in stores, you go girl. So took that palette and I was just like, yeah, I need a replacement, please. No, I wasn't like that, seriously, I wasn't. I was really nice and sweet about it. I was just like, so I went online and I did this on Twitter and they said that they will try to recommend it, but that's social media, so I want to know if there's actually something I can do. And it was like, oh, okay, let's just see the palette. Opened the palette. As soon as he opened the palette, it was like, pff, a big smoke of green went in his face. Like, I got it and it was broken. So when he opened it from the traveling that I did, there was a big green smoke. He disappeared like Alphabet. Yeah. He made the conclusion that obviously that one shade is broken, and you know, let's just give myself a replacement, which I'm thankful for, because Superdrug, I shop in Superdrug for Revolution Beauty all the time, and I also shop on Revolution Beauty online all the time because they are an affordable product. And I believe that they are great in the makeup industry. So I was so proud. However, I want to look at this again because this has been opened from when I was in the store. I want to see if anything is broken, because if anything is broken from when I got it from the store up until now, I'm going to be seriously disappointed in the formula of this product. I will be seriously disappointed. Look at that. This is nice. I feel like there's a hint of inspiration from Jeffree Star in this palette. Okay, we're gonna open it. And everything is absolutely fine. That was the green that had broken for me, by the way. Those colours are nice. And it's the palette, I feel like the palette has been set out in a way that you should just be like, yes, mama. And you can do quite a lot of whatever you want to do. It kind of reminds me of the James Charles palette, but in squares. Anyway, that's the palette. I was going to do swatches, but I'm not going to because you've probably seen them already online. However, if you do want to see me do some swatches of this palette, leave a comment down below in the description. We're going on to our next store. Our next store was Primark. And I love shopping at Primark just because I can get outfits in Primark and I can alter them. This is what I like to do. I like to alter stuff that I buy sometimes. Like, I got... Where did this come from? So I got this from H&M and I didn't alter it too much, but the waist was like out here, and I've altered it to make it a bit slimmer to my body shape. I just like to alter stuff and like add stuff to certain things. And I went to Primark again. This is a shopping for makeup stuff video. So I went to Primark and I got, well, my primary reason was to go and get some foundation and concealer. And oh my gosh, did you just say ew? No. No. Don't go there. So last year, or was it this year, I can't remember, I did like a full face of makeup Primark video. And I was totally gobsmacked by their foundation and concealers, and their brow was a bit too dark for me just because I chose the wrong brow shade. But their foundations, yes. So I decided to buy some foundations from Primark, and you know what? These Primark foundations are amazing. However, I learned that I am not an espresso cool. I am a chestnut, which literally matches my shade perfectly. And it's called, the line is called Perfect Finish, and I can't believe it literally matches my shade perfectly. I can't even believe Primark even make darker skin toned foundations, because when it comes to like drugstore stuff these days, it seems to be hard to find something for a darker skin tone. Or back in the day it used to, you know, you'd go and you'd be like, oh, let me get the darkest shade. Oh, it's honey beige. No, they're suiting me now. Then I got some concealers, and as I was queuing up, I got some sponges as well. Like, I got a lot of sponges. Sponges is always a good thing to buy. You know, you can never run out of sponges and brushes. So I'm gonna just name the total of everything in the order that they scanned them. So the 15-pack blender, it was 3 blenders, sponges, was £3. Perfect matches, £2.50, £2.50, £2.50, £2.50. Then concealers, £2, £2, £2. So in grand total, I spent £24 in Primark. Not a lot of money, and money well spent. Absolutely loved doing shopping in person because you can see stuff, and with Primark I would actually have to go to Primark to buy makeup because Primark don't do an online service. So Primark, if you're listening, you need to sort that one out now, don't you? And yeah. Well, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Mostly subscribe.
Too dark? You recorded?
Yeah.
So, I've got everything in Stratford so far, so I need to get some lashes, so I'm going back to the area that I live in, because I get my lashes from a specific store and they're really cheap, but they are very the quality is really good. So I'm gonna go there, buy them because they're on sale at the moment, and then I'm going for lunch because I'm hungry. Yes. See you in the next clip. I'm a quick shopper, aren't I? I just go in and out. I know what I want. Rogue Marby